Hey Mike, so I noticed you build training programs with like personalized lessons that support hundreds, potentially thousands of students. How do you manage those programs to match the individual needs of each of these students, or do you create these programs with the idea that it's one lesson that all students are there to learn from?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do build courses for veterans, and we want thousands and thousands of veterans to use these courses.
Mhm.
250,000 individuals leave the military every year. We want to get as many of them as we could to take our courses. For the ones that want to get into the school that they want to go to, or do well in school, or steps after school. So we have courses tailored for different things.
Right.
But I think, yeah, so there's a couple things I would say. So how do we build courses for lots and lots of people, but still have a bit of individualist approach to it? And
Right.
I would say one thing that we've learned at the CBTI that really helps us is we have been really focused on creating what I'll call informational videos, content videos that are pure information, because because you could always wrap other things around a video. If the video itself, though, has a core idea to it, you could use it in all kinds of other places. And then what you could do is wrap around different things to personalize it to the group that you're working with. So instead of putting all that into a video and talking about things other than the main point, we keep the content videos very informational. It's a concept, and here's the concept.
Okay.
Then wherever we put it, we could put discussion prompts or scenario-based assessments around it, depending on what course we're putting it in, or what group we want to make the course for. So one would be we keep our content very information pure, our videos. Another thing we try to do a lot is when we're building assessments, we try to build scenario-based assessments as much as we can. In these big
Mm.
automated courses, we try to get away from just your basic multiple choice question. We have this idea of creating scenarios that a lot of veterans might identify with, or it might
Right.
make sense to them. And if one assessment doesn't makes is if that's not your experience, down the road in the course another assessment might. So we're using different scenarios, different
I see.
people in different branches, men, women, older, younger, different types of problems that they're encountering. Some of these assessments might appeal to a veteran. So we're keeping it very diverse in terms of our scenarios.
Right.
We try to do things like regional discussion boards. So if we build a course, one way to sort of help veterans connect with each other is we'll have a region or a city or a state, the New York thread, and people in New York can sort of talk to each other and maybe connect with each other. Our courses, another thing we do is we tie our courses to LinkedIn, and we
Okay.
have LinkedIn pages. So if you take our course, the course will say, we also have this LinkedIn page where you could go and see what people are talking about and join the page,
Mm.
connect that way, and see who else is there and maybe make connections there. Um,
Right.
Another thing we do is we not only give resources in our courses, but we ask for resources. So we'll say in a discussion thread, hey, veterans, if you know a VSO in your area, veteran service organization, that can do this or that you like, please add it to this list. Let us know what it is. Help the veterans in the course. So we try to let veterans help each other by
Okay.
putting in resources that they know about. They become part of the course that way, and the course
Brilliant.
becomes more personal. So now we're looking at
Right.
resources from New York City or from the Bronx or from Arkansas. Like, people are actually personalizing it through what they know, in their area.
I
And
see.
we also have created a ton of what we call veteran voice videos. So we might have a content video on something like writing a college essay, but then we'll also have a veteran voice, which is a veteran that we've interviewed talking about their experience writing the college essay. So not only are you
Mm,
getting instructor type content, you're
right,
also getting veterans telling their story of how they got financial aid, how they wrote
right.
their essay, how they picked the college that they wanted to go to, how they take notes, like everything that we teach, all these tips and strategies, we also have a veteran telling their story. So,
Interesting.
yeah, those are some of the ways that we try to keep our courses that are meant for thousands of people with a little bit of a personal touch to it.
Right. I like how you have this broad spectrum of scenarios that can reach potentially one of these veterans, and then at the same time you have fellow veterans putting in their perspective.
Yeah.
So and I'm sure veterans respect it when they see another veteran's point of view and position. It's like he this person understands where I'm coming from.
Yes. What we do for veterans, but at the same time, we can't do what we do without veterans. We
Right.
need veterans to help us. We need veterans to, we're making this with veterans, not just for veterans. You know what I mean?
Right. That's great.